Hi, my name is Kevin Kelsch. I'm with the Rochester plant. And I'm going, as you know, our company has developed a new process for rubbering rotary cutting dies. I'm going to illustrate that process in hopes to standardize this process between the different plants. The materials needed are the new denser gray sponge, closed cell sponge, in the various heights. I have here 1/2 inch, 5/8, and 3/4. The piece, the rubber itself comes in strip form and in sheets that are cut into pieces in an operation they call kiss cut. This is one of the pieces that are torn from a sheet of this type here. We're also, another second material that we're going to be using is the diprene. We're going to use it starting with a sheet form like this. I recommend that you manufacture a cutting die to fit this size sheet in order to cut this diprene into pieces 1 inch by 5/8 of an inch. In the slots, we are now using diprene also that is pre-cut into scalloped pieces. This is one of the pieces. This is the length it comes in, and this is the size of the scallops that you're going to have. The adhesive itself is a Scotch weld adhesive manufactured by the 3M company. This, if you've used it at all, you've noticed that it smells, and the substance of it is a watery type. It's almost identical to the small tubes of super glue that you buy at your local drugstore. It's very expensive, and it is again a watertight material. So caution should be used and care should be taken when you are using this. It also is a skin bonder and an eye irritant. Now, we're familiar with using adhesive. The Formica brand is also an irritant, and it has a smell to it that sometimes is annoying, to some people anyway, but a small fan would suffice in ventilating your area as you're using this. The adhesive is also a skin bonder. Therefore, what I would recommend is a surgical type rubber glove that fits tightly to your hand. Now, these gloves can be used over and over and over again, and it's just a precaution from the fact that this glue will stick your fingers together, and it is kind of a problem getting your fingers apart once you've got them glued together. Number one, your cutting die should be free of dust, wood chips, and metal grindings. Use your air gun to blow the die off good before you get started. Number two, take your shallow pan in front of you and carefully pour a small amount of adhesive, no more than 1/4 inch again, into your pan. What I'm going to do now is demonstrate the actual attaching of the pieces first of all. Okay, 2 pieces are taken, in one in each hand, okay? Dip one piece in and quickly brush it across the other. Repeat quickly because you don't want to stick the 2 pieces together. Make sure your coverage is good on both pieces. Simultaneously, place the pieces down and put pressure on the ends for a 3 count. Okay, the pieces are adhered. Okay, now for your score rubber, you're going to have various lengths of that. What we're going to do is cut that to length. Lay your piece down on the table. Run a thin bead down the middle of this piece. Okay, placement of this piece. Care should be taken as you place this piece, because once it's adhered, you can't move it. The same procedure also goes for the scallop gum rubber that you're going to be putting in the slots. You're going to cut it down to height. Dip it in the adhesive and attach it. Now, if you notice, I'm holding this piece down for a 2 count, 2 or 3 count. That's important. Make sure your ends of your pieces are down. Okay, that's basically the procedure. It is quite simple, but it is important that you do put pressure the ends of it. Because of the curvature of the board, the rubber wants to peel up if you don't hold it down for a couple seconds. In summary, a few things I'd like you to keep in mind is, number one, our goal is to make a neater looking die and to cut our labor time down. The glue is expensive, so what we've got to, how we've got to justify that is we've got to make we've got to take less time in doing the rubbering procedure. Naturally, you're going to be a little bit slow at it as you're first starting, but keeping yourself in the area and getting accustomed to the procedure itself, you'll be able to pick up speed over the time. And I'd like to wrap that up by saying that I hope that this new procedure becomes a second habit to you, and that over time that it will be a great improvement for the company as a whole. Thank you.